Dana Abercrombie, The Koalition. I loved absolutely what you did with this, but I was really interested in the filming of the musical numbers. The musicals are used as a tool to kind of further explain the internal dialogues of what's going on with the characters. And with that said, I'm fascinated by choosing the locations in terms of when one remains in its natural setting as opposed to when you go into that fantasy realm. So, can you talk about breaking down which one was best for which song?
Well, the color purple, as we all know, is, a sacred space of healing, thanks to the great Alice Walker, who bequeathed us this incredible poem. And out of that poem came Steven Spielberg's film. Out of that film came this incredible musical adaptation. And so my job was to kind of figure out all three elements and all these three iterations, and then figure out a fourth dimension. And that fourth dimension represented Celie's headspace. And Celie's headspace became a place in which she could actively work her way out of her trauma and abuse in a way that we hadn't seen in any of the iterations yet. It allowed her to figure out her path towards liberation. It helped her figure out how to love, who to love, how to forgive. These were really massive elements to add to the character's dimensions. So out of that also came the responsibility of, okay, now that we have this internal headspace, how do we figure out how music works? Now, we knew that certainly some of the songs just were naturally going to live in the real world because they were, naturally diegetic. For instance, Mysterious Ways, which is a call to church. I mean, that's going to happen in reality. Push the Button, which is Shug Avery's major anthem, is going to live in reality because they function in the real world. But then there were other songs like Dear God, Shug, which, happens on this giant gramophone, which felt like an inner monologue for the character. It didn't feel like something that, and certainly Celie was so shy and Celie was so bashful at the time, it didn't seem natural that she'll in fact sing a duet at that point in her life with Shug. So anything that felt like the character was trying to work herself up to do a certain thing, we would kind of go into her to explain. The same is true for What About Love? We know her feelings for Shug are growing, but Celie's not just gonna tell Shug how she feels. So What About Love was an opportunity for us to go into her headspace and do that. So those were things that I feel like it was a way in which we could kind of separate what was real and what was fantastical.
Thank you. Wonderful job.
Thank you.